Hello, everybody. This is Sri from BizBuzz, What Matters the Most in Your Business, and sponsored by My Work Belt. My Work Belt is a business operating system, particularly catering to service based small businesses. If you are anywhere from 5 employees to 25 employees, or for that matter, even if you are a one person business, you can automate all your business process and the different elements of your business will be connected and you can have a streamline of your business. Uh, we have today Frank Campbell. Frank is an insurance expert and he is part of 1% brokers in California. So that's a pretty high standards. And he's been an insurance expert in 30 years, for 30 years of great experience, and a small business owner by himself. Um, Frank, how are you doing?
I'm very good. Thank you for inviting me, Sri.
I am so glad you're here. Thank you very much. As we were talking about insurance and how the insurance will be used, and I'm learning that reviewing an insurance policy once in a while is very important. So tell me a little bit more about that. What does it mean? Why a business owner, or for that matter, anybody, should review an insurance existing insurance policy?
Well, many businesses have life insurance and disability insurance on the partners. We can talk about the reason here in a moment.
Sure.
But by far, most of them haven't been reviewed properly in more than 5 years. Some of them not since the policy was purchased. And things change. And
Yes.
and the policy is supposed to pay the beneficiary a
Mm-hmm.
pile of money. That's what they bought, was a pile of
Yeah.
money.
Yes.
Well, what the insurance audit that we provide does is make you clear on the fact that that money is really going to be there for the beneficiary when it's needed.
Absolutely. Well, there is so many horror stories that I hear from different insurance claims. Mm, it's in my observation in the market, it's very notorious that if you wanted to get a claim, a dollar from the insurance company, it takes a long and laborious process. What is your take on it? What is your observation that insurance policies, do they really pay for it, and
If the
how do you
proper
go about?
if the policy's been properly reviewed, then it's set and the claim handles very quickly.
Mm,
Um, if it if the beneficiary isn't up to date, if there's been some changes, um, if the policy ran out of money the day before the person died,
mm.
then you have problems with claims. And that's why I founded my business, Reed, to help prevent those kinds of problems.
I see. I see. Now, in between partners, there is a possibility that when the partners come together, it could be friends or it could be investors, and two, three partners come together and out of passion they start the business and they passionately work, and after a few years it becomes pretty big business and very considerable. But
Yes.
certainly, human life is not there forever and there is a risk of one partner getting into health challenges and other partners don't know what to do. And I also found out that insurance is a wonderful tool that can be used in order to help each other out in that case. Can you tell me a little bit more about
Sure. Because what it is really money when you need it. It's
it?
not an
That's right.
insurance policy as much as cash.
Correct.
And when one partner dies, people don't know this, but a lot of times the bank, if they choose to, can call any loans. So in
Mm-hmm.
addition to losing your partner, now you have to come up with some money.
Right.
And there's also the family. If you and I are partners, and I'm not here, my family still is, and they're going to want
Yes.
their share of the business. Now,
Absolutely.
you can pay cash for it and write her a big check. You can go to
Yeah.
the bank and you can borrow the money. The problem
Right.
with that is you still have to pay the loan back. You have to pay the interest and you have to pay the
Correct.
principal. and that can choke the cash flow on the business. And
Absolutely.
the third way that makes most sense when people look at it is to let the insurance company pay the principal. It's typically 2 or 3 cents on the dollar to have
Mhm.
the premium. And
Yes.
when someone passes, you already paid the interest and the insurance company pays the principal. And the business is is able to continue on while you look for a new partner. Hopefully you still need a partner. I was doing something for you, Sri.
Right, right, right. No, it's not going to devastate the life of other partner who is surviving when one partner is pass away. So, if I understand correctly, what you're suggesting here is a business can purchase insurance policy on each other if there is two partners, and if one partner pass away, and that insurance policy will bring enough capital to the business, which the other partner can pay to the spouse and buy back the rest of the business. Is that fair summary of what you're suggesting here?
That's exactly how it should work. And may I give you an example?
Please go ahead.
Uh, we were asked to audit buy and sell agreements policies a few years ago,
Mm-hmm.
and they were all right. They just needed a little tweaking. We didn't change anything as much as just change the trajectory a little bit. They were
Mm-hmm.
pleased, and we told them these policies are fine.
Mm-hmm.
And they never thought they were going to need it.
I see. Yeah.
Well, Joe was one of the partners, and he was as healthy a 60-year-old as you're ever going to meet.
Right.
And it's a $10 million business.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Joe had an accident.
Mm.
He was healthy, but
Yeah.
the accident took his life. He wasn't here the next day. Now,
Oof.
Joe's partner had two big problems, Sri. The
Right.
first is he needs to replace the services that Joe did.
That is correct.
And there was a policy for that to
Mm-hmm.
give the business some money to get through till they get up running with the new partner. Uh, but he also had to pay $5 million to Joe's wife.
Absolutely.
And this went right because within 6 months, the wife had been paid in full. The cash flow of the business was uninterrupted. And there were some challenges with having to wear two hats for a while,
Of
but the
course.
services to the clients and the cash flow remained intact. It was seamless.
Oh,
So,
wow.
and the business is there without any additional debt. That's the way it
That
should
is
be.
very impressive. That is music to any business owners.
Well, it's better than taking out a loan for $5 million that you didn't really want to pay. It's a hidden obligation on the books.
It has indeed, but very few people will see it that way, though. But many of the people gets really
Excuse me.
sure.
I'm sorry.
Many of the people do look at that buying an insurance policy on each other's is kind of a um, not comfortable dialogue or not comfortable subject. They don't talk about it. They don't even consider that into the play. Uh,
Sometimes.
why do you think so? Why do they do that?
Well, it's a matter of not wanting to deal with an unpleasant subject.
Oh, I see. Yeah, yeah.
It's a matter of, actually, to me, it's mathematics.
Yes.
Um, if you put 3 cents, let me make this a different example. $100,000 costs you 3%.
Sure.
So I come to you and I share that with you, and you think, well, I don't want to pay that. That's a cost.
Right.
But when the policies are structured properly, it becomes a business asset over time.
Ah,
And let's say you had to pay, let me keep it simple. You needed $1 and you gave the insurance company 3 cents.
yeah.
And the next year you gave them another 3 cents and they continued the dollar. Well, at
Right.
the end of
Right.
10 years, you still have the dollar, but you paid in 30 cents, right?
Right. Right.
But that 30 cents is now accrued as an asset of the business.
I see. Okay.
And then it continues on and continues. I've got a lot of businesses that really appreciate having safe, liquid money available when they need it down the road for whatever purpose, and they don't have to go to the bank and apply for it.
Right. No, that is a very brilliant way of structuring the insurance policy. Frank, thank you very much for sharing that. Now, so based on what I'm learning from you here is the insurance policies are seldom reviewed over the course and then let it sit, and when it is really needed, that may not be accurate to what that scenario is. So over the course, it is very important that insurance policies needed to be reviewed. And
Exactly. You're
when it
exactly
comes to
right.
the partners, and it is also very brilliant approach to take an insurance policy on the partners, and when somebody pass away and the other partner is not going to be in a really pickle for drawing a lot of loan and be able to take care of the spouse of the partner who passed away, and not let alone service interruptions, but this financial challenge is going to mount a huge risk in addition to the emotional challenge that partner is going through for losing his own partner. And insurance can become a wonderful tool to relieve a great deal of financial stress in that scenario. And third point that you are suggesting here is that your insurance premiums that you're paying, if you properly structure, that can become asset to your organization. Wow,
Yes.
that is a lot, but that is a really valuable message that you're giving, Frank.
Thank you. And for the main focus of my business is not procuring new ones. We do that, but
Yeah.
reviewing the existing ones. And people don't realize that
Right.
life insurance policies have unconditional guarantees, but most of them
Uh-huh.
these days have conditional guarantees. And you need to check now and then. Do you need to check the oil in your car? You need to check the air in your tires, because if you're not careful, if things haven't been reviewed, you can get into trouble with those conditional guarantees.
So if somebody wanted to review their policy, Frank, how are they going to reach out?
Uh, well, I wrote a book.
Oh, okay.
It's called How to Do a Proper Policy Review. No Beneficiaries Left Behind. And I put it in English and made it as simple as I could with a few examples.
Yeah.
And for your listeners, they can go online to stratusfp.com. That's STRATUS, F like Foxtrot, P like Papa, stratusfp.com/freebook, one word.
Hmm.
And you can get your free copy of my book, and it'll tell you about everything I think you need to know in English so people can understand it and feel comfortable with it.
Wonderful. Frank, thank you very much for joining us. I learned a lot from you today, and I hope listeners who are listening to this podcast will take some tidbits from Frank here and apply on their business, particularly if you are not aware of any insurance policies, and if you have not paid attention to them, that is a key area of your business that you need to pay attention to. Fine. Thank you very much for joining me today. Greatly appreciate your time and knowledge that you're sharing.
Sri, thank you very much for what you do and for allowing me to come and visit with you. Thank you.
It's a pleasure.